It's the Odd Drunk Podcast, a very strange podcast. The drunkest show in the world. It's Jackson and Colton talking out of their ass. We don't care as long as drinks are poured. Sometimes we have our friends here. We will talk about anything. We don't care as long as we have beer. And if you let that whiskey ring. The Odd Drunk Podcast.
Welcome back to the Odd Drunk Podcast, everybody.
Welcome.
I do not know when this is going to come out, but
At some point.
Yeah. We are back to finish Back to the Future with Back to the Future Part 3.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Not as good as part 1 or 2, I think, but still pretty fun movie.
It'll still be fun to drink to.
It's pretty fresh in our minds because we've just recorded the last 3 days in a row.
Yeah,
All
these
these movies.
episodes are spread out, but we recorded these within 3 days.
Yeah.
So,
Which was not healthy for our liver.
no, and honestly,
Our collective liver.
you can only have so much Back to the Future in a short period of time.
Yeah.
And especially when you have to watch this one. No, this one's fun. I like it. It's fun. It gets a lot of hate, but it's a fun ride. It's just trying to be a Back to the Future. But
I do enjoy it.
it's yeehaw Back to the Future.
Yeehaw Back to the Future.
That's what it is.
Beautiful way of putting it.
Yeah.
So what are we drinking tonight?
So I'm drinking the same exact thing I've been drinking for all these episodes. Drinking Kraken because I've been just trying to save money. But, well, I will have had beer before this episode comes out. I can promise that. I plan on getting beer.
Yeah, we're both broke.
But, well, and it just feels good to take a break from drinking beer a lot. you know?
Every once in a while, just drink some hard liquor.
Just hard liquor. At least I don't feel bloated. I just feel like I want to, it's just my liver doesn't
Yeah,
like
it doesn't make me feel bloated. It just hits my heartburn really bad.
Yeah. But
Give and take.
if you haven't listened to one of our commentaries before, and yeah, it gets annoying explaining this every time, but I have to explain it every time because that's how it works. But so what we do, I will say 3, 2, 1, play, and then you hit play. And then we will sync at the Universal logo for this one. And when it's done rolling. And this time, I think we should say it's got to be Western.
You feeling lucky, punk? That's not Western. That's just Clint Eastwood.
I think he says that though in this
Does
movie.
he say that in the movie?
It's
That's Dirty Harry, isn't it?
got to be Back to the Future though. We already did Great Scott. We did Make Like a Tree and Get Out of Here.
Yeah.
I think this one we say Who You Callin' Chicken.
Who you calling chicken? Okay, I like
'Cause
it.
that happens a lot in this one, I think. Or all of them, but
Yeah, it's his foil. It is Marty's foil.
that's Marty's. Yeah,
He doesn't like being called a chicken.
or yellow, or
I'm drinking absinthe today.
yeah. This is gonna be fun.
I thought I would spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, that definitely spices it up.
So I got some absinthe. Not straight. I prepared it with the sugar and water, the traditional way. We've also got where is it? Oh, no, it's down here. We've got some bourbon here, some Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah,
Not very much left in the bottle, but there's enough for us.
I think we should definitely take a shot of that when Doc takes his shot.
we should. Yeah,
I think that's the one thing we should stick to.
I think that's a good idea.
We do have a drinking game here again. This one is pretty obscene. I couldn't find the more modest one. This one's on drunkenme.com. We'll have a link to it. But it's Back to the Future Part 3 drinking game. And here's the rules real quick. You can play with us if you want, but if you care about your liver and your life and not being hungover, you probably shouldn't. But if you don't care about those things, you can play. We're not going to be super strict to this because it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, but we thought we'd share it with you.
So the first, so take a drink. Doc as a blacksmith is referenced. Take a drink when anyone is physically injured, which happens a lot in this one.
Oh, geez.
Take a drink when anyone looks at a photo. Anyone. Take a drink when anyone shoots a gun. Take a drink when trains are shown or mentioned, which is a lot of this movie.
It's an Old West movie, yeah.
Take a drink anytime time travel is referenced. which is the whole movie. Take a drink. Anyone says Clint Eastwood. And take a drink anytime someone makes fun of Marty's clothes/hat. And then take a drink every time Doc says Great Scott. So
this is a drinking game that will kill you.
yeah. So I'm only. How about this? We pick 3 each. 3 rules each for each of us that we have to follow.
Okay.
Just to make it somewhat interesting.
Yeah.
I'll do when anyone's injured, when time travel's referenced, and when anyone says Clint Eastwood.
Okay. Let me see this.
Are we gonna remember this? No.
No, we probably won't.
Do we care to write this down? No.
I'm gonna do it every time Doc is a blacksmith is referenced. Anytime someone makes fun of Marty's hat or clothes, and I guess every time Doc says "Great Scott,"
All right.
I'll do that. I'm already forgetting what I chose.
I think mine was injured. No. Whatever. Let's just get this going.
We'll figure it out.
This is gonna be rough.
Vaguely remember it as we go. All right. We're gonna press play in a minute and a
All
second
right.
here. Ready?
3, 2, 1, play.
There we go. It's playing. By the way, we're watching this on Netflix, but
I like this one. It
By
shows
the
all
time,
the old Universal logos
oh yeah,
for
I do
the
like
75th
this.
anniversary, I believe.
What-
So we have time.
what-
It's the modern looking one.
Chicken.
It's don't say it.
coming. It's coming still. I was,
It's coming.
What did we say we're gonna say?
Who you calling chicken?
Who you calling?
Okay.
chicken?
And 1, 2, 3. It's Frozen. Almost. Wait, the 75th anniversary. Who you calling chicken?
There you go. We're synced.
Yeah.
They're synced. It
It's
just faded
synced.
out.
It just faded out. Yeah, it's black.
Yeah.
You hear
Yeah.
music.
We're by the way, we're watching this on Netflix. But by the time this episode has come out, it will not have been on Netflix.
We are actually
anymore.
watching it on the last day it's on Netflix.
Yeah. So
we cut it close.
You're get fucked.
You heard it first here, guys.
You're on your own. You've got to find your own copy of this.
It's the 3rd time we see this scene. That's smart. They get to reuse the same scene over and over. Saves some money, you know?
That's like the Catalyst event.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. That's the Nexus event.
Yeah, it's the Nexus event, definitely.
Watching Loki.
Oh, I'm loving that. Yeah, time travel stuff has kind of made like a resurgence in media.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was dead for a while. I think. Yeah, it kind of. What was the last? Well, yeah, Avengers Endgame, obviously, but before that, I know there was something, but it wasn't that good.
I don't know. Doctor Who's been doing it the whole time.
Doctor Who's always been doing it, yeah.
but
But
not-
that doesn't count because it's always
yeah,
been doing
not
it.
all the Doctor Who stuff's very good though.
Have you seen the last season?
No, I've not.
Yeah, I heard it's not that good. Oh, I love this part. Marty shows up again. Back from the future.
Yeah, poor 1950s.
Oh, he
Doc.
said Great Scott.
Oh, right.
And that's an injury too, I guess.
Absinthe.
Yeah, and I'm just drinking straight up Kraken too, so.
Oh dear.
Wait, what?
You're just drinking straight up Kraken.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It's a nice house.
I know.
He's got-
That's a mansion. I do think this one has a pretty cool premise, though. That he has to go back in time to retrieve Doc. Even though Doc doesn't want him to. But 50s Doc does.
Yeah, but he'd have to go get Doc. So even if Doc didn't want to, if he doesn't, then Marty's stuck in the 50s.
Well, he could just go to the future, though. Because now they have the Back to the Future 2 time machine. Oh, no, they don't get that quite yet.
No, yeah.
But Doc buried it.
Oh, right.
And that one, you don't need nuclear power or lightning.
You just need trash.
Just trash, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do like a bluegrass version of a ZZ Top song in this. And it's actually ZZ Top in it.
I love that.
Yeah. Billy Gibbons and Frank Beard, is that his name?
I don't remember.
And he's the one that actually shaved his beard.
Yeah, the drummer.
Yeah, the drummer, whose last name's Beard, doesn't have the beard in ZZ Top, a band known for beards.
Yeah. Oh, they're sleeping so peacefully.
Yeah. At the moment.
What if the fourth Back to the Future movie wasn't a time travel adventure at all? It was just Doc and Marty just hanging out.
I'd be down.
Oh, right. He had said Great Scott.
Oh, you did.
Drink. Well, I drink.
I mean, he still doesn't know he didn't just disintegrate Marty.
Yeah.
He won't know that until 30 years in the future.
I assume he knows that from this Marty coming back and saying,
well, now it's for sure, but he doesn't even know that Marty's there right now.
Yeah, because he's
But yeah, this
Passed
definitely
out.
proves it. Oh shit.
he's just like, I just fucking sent you back.
Yeah, I love this part. It repeats the whole bit from the first movie. That's crazy. Yeah.
We're eating popcorn, by the way, so
Yeah, sorry about
sorry
that.
if we're being loud at any point.
Okay, I'm doing bad on this one. I'm just kind of watching it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of done with things to say about this franchise. I'm out of all my trivia. I mean, there's some stuff later on when the movie picks up, but plus this is an important part to listen to. There's blank space on commentaries, right?
What?
Blank space on commentaries?
I don't know. I don't listen to commentaries.
Well, we're making up the rules as we go then.
Oh, there we go. Blacksmith.
Yeah, I'll drink too. Why not? This rum's not going to get any less stronger. would destroying the time machine necessarily fix everything? Wouldn't you have to
I don't
destroy
know.
the original time machine at the moment it was like invented?
Yeah, because now that a time machine exists, it like always exists.
Because now there's one in 1985. There's one in the future.
Yeah.
There's one that's been buried in that cave the whole time. It gets really confusing once you invent time travel, and this applies to a lot of different shows and whatever that have time travel. Once you have time travel, it just always exists.
Yeah, because of the nature of going in the past and alternate timelines and all that.
Yeah, it just opens up so many. It gets really convoluted quick, and I'm glad they kept it as a trilogy.
Yeah,
because it would just keep getting more and more confusing.
Yeah,
and harder to write.
We've been talking about the last couple commentaries. We struggle to come up with like good ideas for if they were to make a fourth one.
Yeah, it just needs to be left alone.
You know the in the Middle Ages, people were rarely actually killed for heresy,
Oh yeah.
except for like on crusades and shit.
Uh huh.
But I mean, like officially, like burned at the cross, like officially executed type of thing for heresy. No, they were tried for heresy, found guilty, and then turned over to the state, who, because a lot of states were Christian, they would then declare you an enemy of the state.
Oh.
And then execute you for that.
Well, that makes sense. Imagine if they did go to the Dark Ages, though.
That'd be pretty cool. It would get weird, though.
It'd be like, Sir Marty McFly. What would be a good name for that? Sir McFly a lot or something stupid.
Yeah, Sir Martin.
It would get really bad.
Sir Martin McFly a lot.
Yeah. Biff could be like an executioner or something.
Yeah.
Because we've already established that Biff, Marty, and Doc are constants of the universe.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's always a version.
It'd be like a Robin Hood thing, Sheriff of Nottingham.
Oh, yeah. Can he read? Is that like a subplot that he can't read?
What?
Marty.
No, I don't know. I've never noticed that.
Because he couldn't read schematics. Haha. That's what my grandpa still says. I mean, that is true. For the most, like, cars.
But like 50s Doc.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
Doesn't know that Japan has become like a powerhouse of
back in the 50s, Japan was
production.
a distraught, war-torn country with no standing whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it makes sense why he was questioning that. So, okay, I have another question. I don't know if you can answer it.
Okay.
But does 1885 Doc have all of these memories of sending Marty back in time to retrieve him?
I don't know.
Or are they like split like different entities, like different versions of Doc at this point? With all the time travel fuckery.
I don't know, yeah. I feel like he might feel like he knows a little bit. At least he's...
Well, he does show up at a very convenient time later on in this movie.
Oh, there we go.
So he has to know. Oh, yeah. He's standing over his dead body on hollowed ground. I am excited for this movie, actually. I'm really excited. I know we sound like we weren't, and honestly, I wasn't. But we're gonna be able to make so many Red Dead references in this.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
We're always ready for Red Dead
Oh,
references.
yeah.
We were making Red Dead references earlier without even anything Old West related.
No, yeah. One of my manager's name is Lenny. Every time I want to see him, I just want to scream, Lenny!
Lenny!
I did it a bit when the game came out, but I think it'd be annoying at this point. Really annoying. Imagine if this crossed over with like the MCU.
Yeah.
And like the TVA shows up, like Owen Wilson's like, variant detected. Take him in. Wow. He still hasn't said wow yet. He did say how.
Yeah, that's pretty close, but not
It's
not quite. I'm gonna have to like take a shot when he says wow for the first time in the show.
I heard he doesn't in this season, at least. Unless they're just lying to... Oh, yeah, look at his clothes. It's like a pink and blue, like, quantum cowboy shirt. Also, it also starts to get questionable, like, when they say this is just outside of Hill Valley.
Yeah.
And that looks like the Badlands.
looks like freaking
Looks like-
Shiprock.
Yeah.
Like, where is Hill Valley?
Is Hill Valley like East California, like southeast? Like a really shitty part?
I have no idea.
Have you noticed it's always like 85, 55?
I've not noticed.
Yeah.
I like Doc's hat. Pretty cool shirt too.
He's always got a pretty cool shirt on that I would wear.
Yeah.
Marty's wearing the worst kind of hat.
Yeah.
I hate that style
Those,
of cowboy hat, like 10
gallon
gallon hat,
10
yeah.
gallon hat, yeah.
That just screams like you know the exact type of person I'm talking about that wears kind of high. He has his pants up high, has an old worn belt, cowboy boots, and a 10 gallon hat, but he's obviously not any kind of rancher or a cowboy.
It's, just like Garth Brooks fanboy.
Garth Brooks type.
Someone who just like really likes Garth Brooks, but isn't even from Texas or a rancher or anything like that.
But they have a truck.
He's from like Seattle.
It is pretty convenient with the Mitsufusion. It solves all the problems of going to places without the technology you need. and I love it. He's like, "Oh, won't the Indians be there?" And they're there.
DeLorean, he could just run him over.
Well, he's not a psychopath.
True.
Colton. Not quite. I mean, also that would wreck the DeLorean if you try to go through a bunch of them.
True. Yeah.
With the horses and everything. I was listening to the Weekly Planet like a year ago. They were doing like a battles one where to get fan submissions, and one of them was a guy in a car versus the Lord of the Rings armies in an open field.
How many orcs could he take out?
Yeah,
I like that.
just a guy in a car, but it doesn't explain what kind of car it is. The cavalry.
They were running. Marty's already like, I fucking hate the Old West.
Yeah,
Been here for 5 minutes.
you're right. I mean, what are the chances that he would actually run into this, though?
True, yeah. He'd probably just get cholera or something. That's what happens in the Old West.
Well, I was going to say it was probably just going to be an open field. Like, the chances of him running into a battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, he probably would get cholera. And this is the whole reason for the movie. Bear.
Yeah,
Don't do what Marty does here, by the way. This is really stupid what
run.
he does. And run.
Yeah.
In an open area.
You know, they wouldn't have suspected that, 150 years ago there would be a bear in that cave.
That's true.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is don't do what he's doing, running away from the bear like that. Luckily, it finds his boot. But if this wasn't a movie, he probably
like a
would.
nice bear.
True, but he still probably would have been mauled. His really
The
stereotypical.
McFlies. Oh,
Let's see how his Irish accent holds up, or if it's anything. Also, why does his great 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 grandma or whatever look like his mom? That doesn't line up. See,
Yeah, I
that's
don't know.
why I'm so glad they stopped here. Because it would
Yeah.
just keep getting dumber and dumber. Like,
He's like, this situation again.
yeah.
God damn it. I mean, be honest, if you went back into the Old West and they asked what your name was, would you not choose a badass name like Clint Eastwood or something like that?
See, now we have even more options. Yeah, you have Clint Eastwood, John Wayne. But now you could do Arthur Morgan.
Yeah.
John Marston. That's a cool one.
John Marston's a pretty cool name.
Red Harlow.
Red Harlow. Yeah.
Looks like good food at least.
Yeah, some well cooked rabbit.
Yeah.
I've never had rabbit.
Yeah, you always pick your hat up when you drop it in the game, Morty.
Yeah. Duh. I've played Red Dead. I've watched Indiana Jones. You always pick up your hat.
Yeah. Have you gone without a hat in a game for extended periods of time? Like for role playing?
Not typically. I've played Arthur without a hat before, but typically not for a long period of
It feels
time.
empty. It feels weird.
Yeah. Maybe if I'm doing the thing where he's just in his underwear,
He's spitting out the
drunkenly
shells.
fighting people.
Yeah.
And then
I wish you could get an upgrade in that game where you could get a strap for your hat. People would think less of you.
yeah,
I think it would like lower your honor or something. But so your hat doesn't fall off
people
when
would
you
just
get in
insult
brawls.
you sometimes.
Yeah.
Make fun of you.
Those little babies, his great grandpa, right?
Yeah. he seems familiar.
It's not the worst accent I've heard.
No, it's clearly like it wouldn't fool any like person who's actually familiar with Irish accents. But
it's like not too exaggerated.
I've
you know,
heard worse Irish accents in American movies.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Shrek, or Austin Powers, where it's like that's not like a really good
No,
accent. Fat Bastard does not sound like a real Scottish
I don't think it's
person,
quite as
but
exaggerated
it's
as
not
that.
like the worst thing I've ever heard.
Well, it's stereotypical, but it's still got more subtlety to it. I think
Yeah. Nice hat.
Also, there's this new movie with Liam Neeson called like The Ice Road. I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah,
I've seen a little bit, and then I went to
it's
sleep.
on Netflix, isn't it?
But he just straight up keeps his Irish accent. He doesn't try to do any kind of accent at all.
I like it when he keeps his Irish accent.
Yeah.
Like a Million Ways to Die in the West.
Oh yeah.
The
I love that one, and then the other one he's in, Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Oh yeah, he is in that. Yeah.
That was really fucked up though. The one he's in.
Yeah. The Million Ways to Die in the West. Part of the story behind that is like a Family Guy, like so Seth MacFarlane did like a bit on Family Guy where he made fun of Liam Neeson, like as if he were ever to get cast as a cowboy, like an Irish cowboy.
Oh yeah.
So when Seth MacFarlane called Liam Neeson and asked him to be in that movie, he was like, "Okay, I'll do it, but you're gonna let me have my normal accent." There were Irish people in the West.
Oh yeah,
I
plenty
don't
of
think
them.
it's weird the idea of like a Irish person in the Old West.
Well, like in Red Dead 2, you fight the
O'Driscolls.
O'Driscolls, the Irish gang.
Yeah. There's Sean,
Uh-huh. Yeah, plenty of Irish.
and then in Red Dead 1 there's Irish. That's the character's name, I think.
Oh yeah. No, but Million Ways to Die in the West, there's a Back to the Future reference.
Yeah,
Doc
Doc
McFarlane
Brown
walks
shows up.
into the shed and Doc Brown's working on the time machine. It even plays the music too. It's pretty cool. Do I really like that movie that much? No. It might for me.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane stuff gets old for me.
I like that one. I think that's one of his more clever movies.
I like the first Ted.
That was pretty good. I didn't like the second one as much.
The second one just tries way too hard to top itself.
Yeah.
Most comedy sequels fall into that.
Is it in the first Ted movie where they come across the field of pot plants?
I think that's the second one,
Is that
actually.
the second one? I remember that being a pretty good joke. Where it's like they come across the field of pot, and it plays the Jurassic Park theme, and they're like, they do move in herds. I thought that was pretty good.
That's to kill the Chinese. I want to get a mod where you can dress like that in Red Dead.
Yeah, I bet that exists.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha.
See, that's a quick tangent here. You see in movies, and pretty much every Western is kind of guilty of this. It's something that came about from Westerns.
Like always whiskey.
Saloons and bars didn't always just serve whiskey. I mean, so like 1885, when this takes place, up to, even Red Dead Redemption 2 in 1899, that was about like 1880s, 1890s was the peak period, like the golden era of cocktails.
Oh, yeah.
And, ingredients weren't that hard to come by back then. So cocktails would have been a thing, like an old fashioned.
So, yeah, you could go back in time and have drinks you're familiar with and not just whiskey.
Yeah, old fashioned, Sazeracs.
And beers.
Yeah, old fashioned, Sazeracs, improved whiskey cocktails, all these types of cocktails were
here's
around.
Boofer, by the way.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I mean, so cocktails were available, and type of thing where something like ice or lemons and limes that you would use in a cocktail, if your town didn't have it, the next town over would.
Yeah.
It wasn't that uncommon. So not every town would have ice, but it wouldn't be that hard to get ice, though. You wouldn't waste ice on something like water.
Right.
you would save it for the good stuff.
How would they get ice before refrigerators?
Big
before
blocks
freezers?
of ice. Giant blocks of ice. Doesn't freeze.
Yeah.
Doesn't melt as quickly. They can transport.
How do you get that in the first place?
You cut it out of like.
You literally cut it out of a glacier or some
stuff
shit?
like that. I mean, there's certainly ways to get ice. Back then.
It would still be. Yeah, like you said, you would want to save it for the good stuff.
Yeah, and then other stuff that you would need for drinks would like lemons and limes.
I love how I did the moonwalking bit.
Yeah, but like limes and
he
sugar.
spilled all the spit.
The
spittoon
tobacco
thing.
spit. Yeah,
That's
but
nasty.
yeah, stuff like limes and sugar. If your town, even in the Old West, if your town didn't have that, like the next town over would.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't that uncommon. I mean, one of the most famous bartenders of all time, Jerry Thomas, who's credited for like inventing a lot of these cocktails, spent years in like the 1850s in San Francisco. When it was still very much the gold rush town.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the father of modern bartending was an Old West guy.
Yeah.
So, if you went into a reputable saloon in any decently sized town in the Old West, there's a chance that you'd be able to get more than just whiskey.
Right.
At the very least.
I think some of the guys were like drinking beer in there.
Yeah.
We gotta hang it. At the time we had to hang it. Oh, okay, so Michael J. Fox actually got hung here.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Like, they had like a rig or something, but it still was like choking him.
It didn't work properly.
No.
Yeah.
So he's legit in pain right there. Oh, he has like a sniper
I
rifle.
love the gun there.
It's like a Henry, isn't it? Lever action. I'm glad I didn't do the anytime when someone shoots a gun one.
I wish they had figured out some way to make one of his goons have 3D glasses.
Oh my god. Why didn't you have Horse Reviver? He's the Micah.
Yeah. Micah. I think it's impressive how in Red Dead 2 they made me really dislike Micah from like the first sentence he utters.
Oh yeah, because he's like immediately racist. And,
yeah,
like,
well,
just an
even his
asshole.
first sentence, like the way he says it, there because they see Micah and they're like, "Micah, you find anything?" He's like, "Yeah, I found a house. Sound like they're having a party."
Oh well, yeah.
And even like the way he said that made me just be like, "I don't like this guy."
Yeah.
He's like dying over $80.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He has his like giant warehouse size refrigerator. Oh, steampunk.
I love it.
Yeah.
Get himself a decent hat now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
It's like lighting.
That's true. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. One single ice cube. Yeah, that's a problem.
I love this. Find another way to move the door.
I love it's something that simple though, just a busted fuel line. But since they're in Old West, it's like a big deal. Yeah, I like how they try it with horses and stuff. Just pouring liquor in it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can. Some vehicles can run off of stuff like kerosene.
Mm-hmm.
It's really bad for the engine.
Well, now they're screwed.
Because stuff like that can happen.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do it.
I love his expressions in this.
You can simply roll it down a steep hill. I love that.
What if they just threw it off a cliff with Marty in it and just hope it
reaches that speed. I mean,
if this was the Rick and Morty universe,
yeah,
that would definitely be like the first option.
Yeah, we'll just throw you off a cliff.
Train. Hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah. But you're not thinking fourth dimensionally.
Yeah, because they get to the end and then the bridge appears.
Yeah. There he goes.
I do like Doc's hat too.
Yeah. Just cool hat.
There we go.
So that's Clara Clayton. Also, it is pretty impressive that Marty just knows how to ride a horse. I guess he learned in his younger age at some point.
I guess. I mean, horses aren't that hard to ride. I know how to ride a horse.
I don't. But already like riding at that speed and everything and making like tight turns and stuff.
Yeah, that's hard.
Like he's not just like trotting it around.
Yeah.
Fun fact, that's the mom from Step Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I also like the idea that she just like instantly falls in love with Doc.
Right. It's got to be because he saved her, right?
Probably, yeah. She's like the only one in the whole series that calls him by his first name.
That's true.
Yeah.
Marty's just always calling him Doc.
Yeah. Emmett.
Yeah. Of course you are.
Marty's like, come on, dude.
Yeah. That was just awkward. That was really awkward to watch.
Yeah. I mean, it's sweet, but it's one of my least favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the whole romance bit. It's fine. I don't know. This movie does get more fun later on.
Oh, there we go.
Damn it. He says a lot in this one.
He does. I think they really leaned into the trope.
Well, and he's in the whole movie this time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's working walkie-talkies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Again, he apologizes for the crudity of the model. It's not to scale.
Pretty good model. You even took the time to make little huts.
Mm-hmm.
Little windmill.
Yeah, a working one at that.
Yeah.
It would have been even harder to put that sort of thing back together back then.
Yeah.
So he went through a lot of trouble for that.
They're doing a test.
Yeah, of course.
Model test.
They always do. They have to. I do like how when he had had to remake the time circuit in the 50s.
Yeah.
It's like a giant circuit.
I love that.
Oh, and I forget your laptop's touch screen. I almost paused it. I'm sorry.
Oh. Don't do that.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No.
Marty's just third wheeling.
Yeah, he's the third wheel this time. Switching roles. It's just too much. It's too much.
It's really, yeah, it's a lot.
This is where it starts getting fun.
Yeah,
The festival.
I like the festival scene.
There's one part in it that's bullshit, though. I'll point it out.
Okay. Doesn't like Marty invent frisbee?
That's not what I'm talking about, but it goes along with that.
Throwing the pie tins.
Yeah. Yeah, he invents skateboarding, he invents rock and roll, he invents frisbee, I guess.
And back then, everyone would come out for that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
For the clock.
Nowadays, it'd be like there'd be a post about it on Instagram. It would get like 15 likes.
Yeah.
No one would care.
Well, there's a place outside of town here where I heard, back in the old West days, that there would be landslides at this certain spot outside of town over towards Walmart. And people would go out and like watch the landslides.
Ooh, I'd want to watch that.
And they'd sell hot dogs and stuff. It was like an event.
There's Easy Job.
I love that.
Uh-huh. Here it is. Almost.
Oh, isn't it because they go on the trope that like Marty's like really good at those shooting arcade games?
So therefore, he's good at shooting a real gun.
Yeah.
Real 6-shooter. No, that does not translate.
No, it does not.
The only thing that you could argue is like the hand-eye coordination.
I guess, yeah, but it would not make you good at shooting.
No. It's like those kids that think they can shoot any gun because they play Call of Duty.
Yeah. That's really my least favorite part of the movie.
The whole romance part.
The whole romance part. It's just really awkward.
It's awkward. It kind of takes me out of it. It doesn't feel... Oh, doesn't he? Okay, we don't want to exit full screen Netflix. Marty's very easily peer pressure. He didn't call him chicken, but he did imply that he was a baby.
Yeah. No wonder future Marty ended up as a total, like...
Loser? Well, yeah, that's the whole point of this.
He's so easily peer pressured.
Okay, at first he doesn't know, but then he, like, quickly, right now, he can accurately shoot these tiny targets.
Like, that's really impressive.
Yeah. That's something a gunslinger would do.
Yeah. Or going back to a Million Ways to Die in the West, there's they're at the fair where there's the shooting gallery,
Oh, yeah?
and then the post-credit scene. There's a post-credit scene in it where Django
Oh, Django's in that too?
shows up, and he goes up to the shooting gallery and just like shoots the guy a bunch of times, and then turns to the camera. He's like, "People die in the West." It's stupid.
So is that kid supposed to be Strickland? Or his grandpa, maybe?
Well, I think Grandpa's playing the role of Strickland, but I think the kid actually is Strickland because, as we established, he's just really old. It seems because
Yeah, that implies
age.
he's over 100 in 1985.
Yeah, because he just doesn't seem to age.
Because he's like a time...
Because he looks the same in 1985 as he does in the 50s.
Yeah, he's like a Time Lord or something. That means in 1955 he was like 70 something.
Yeah, I think that's my theory. Is the kid actually is Strickland?
That's what it implies. See, that's why I'm so glad they stopped after this one, because, like I said earlier, it would just keep getting dumber and dumber.
Yeah. See, he's drinking beer.
Yeah, I would totally be drinking a beer.
And just have whiskey.
Yeah. I know we've been doing that lately, but it gets old. Trust me. There's something about having a nice, cold, refreshing beer, even if it's not even a good one.
I love a good cold beer.
Just something cold that goes
very
down
good
easy.
right now,
That does sound really. I'd be good. I'm already. I already sound pretty drunk, but I would be down to grab a beer of you.
Yeah.
After this,
Let's do that.
So maybe let's slow down on the drinking. I know, guys.
I've not drank that much. I've only had
Yeah, but you've been drinking absinthe.
half a glass. It's not really that much more alcoholic than like rum is.
True.
I mean, let me see this.
Well, I had my whole glass of
I'm
rum.
not drinking a super alcoholic absinthe either. This is
Oh, really?
It's 55%.
That's definitely more than me.
Yeah.
Than what I'm drinking.
It's not
Mine's
like,
47%.
it's not like a crazy amount, you know. There's only one
That's-
shot worth of absinthe in this glass.
Yeah, but 55%, that's 15% more than what we usually drink.
Yeah,
That's
true.
40%. So you got to account for that, Colton. A little, what is that called? That little tiny revolver.
Oh yeah, it's I don't know what that one is, but there's Dillinger's, which is
Yeah.
one of those small guns from that time period.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of like concealed
Like
weapons
pocket
that they
guns.
made that back then, and they were designed for like
Single use.
use. You didn't actually you wouldn't actually expect to kill someone with it. It was just a self-defense.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
I mean, you could kill someone.
You shot him right in the eyeball.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like those little pocket guns, like at most fired a 22.
Yeah.
Like,
Which would still be good self-defense. Like if you got in a bar fight, just pull that out.
yeah.
Shoot the guy, you know? Shoot him in the leg or something. Oh yeah, the frisbee bit. Also, those little guns had a really good chance of just exploding. That would be funny if that happened, but he says "dude" a lot.
Dude was a word
That
people
was-
said
yeah.
back then. Yeah.
That's actually when it kind of started, right?
Yeah.
In the Old West.
Something like that.
Because didn't it dude mean like...
I don't know.
Wasn't it like a rancher, basically? A word for like a rancher or something?
I don't know. Yeah.
No one's ever called you yellow.
Yeah, nobody does.
Yeah, not anymore. Kill him on Monday.
You have to work out their schedules.
Oh, this makes sense. I think I learned about this a while ago, but I forgot it, obviously. So, yeah, late 19th century. So, dude, late 19th century, denoting a dandy, probably shortened from doodle.
Oh,
Perhaps with allusion to Yankee Doodle Dandy.
interesting.
In every timeline, Strickland and Biff's family, Strickland's always the one that keeps them in line.
Yeah. It's like Biff, without Strickland being around, would just be set loose on the world.
Yeah. But without Biff, Strickland would be...
Also set loose to discipline the rest of the world.
To discipline the world. Maybe they should... Here's a Back to the Future 4 idea. Biff, like the original Biff dies.
Okay.
They go back, they get an altercation with a Biff in the past. I don't know which version. He dies or something. And then they go back to the future, and it's like a fascist regime ruled by Strickland.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't have Biff to keep him busy.
To keep him busy, to keep him in balance. So they have to go back and save Biff. I'd watch that. I'd pay $5 for that.
I'd watch that, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Colt 45, isn't it? Peacemaker.
He's like, if I lose,
I'll
be dead. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you can have it back.
Okay, yeah, that was just another word for the single action army.
Yeah. The Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colt 45. It was sold. Oh, interesting. So it wasn't just something they called it. It was actually sold to civilians as the Peacemaker. That's what they would market it as.
Yeah, because there's difference between the army models and the civilian models.
Right.
And that was a marketing thing.
Interesting. Wow. In 1873, it sold for $17.50.
Wow.
Just under $20.
Yeah.
Nowadays, if you had like a perfect condition one,
BB guns cost more than that now.
yeah. Even the later editions and like replicas sell for like at least $250.
Yeah, they're expensive. He just is telling her all about the future.
Oh yeah. Here's a 1960 Colt single action army 45 Colt. Second generation. Current bid $1,875.
Wow.
You're breaking the timeline, Doc. That just sounds weird.
Yeah,
Don't
Doc,
tell a grown woman that something made you feel like a boy.
You're getting into like Dayman, like, you know, little boy.
Yeah.
You know,
Tiny boy. Yeah. Yeah, I know it sounds mean and cynical, but the romance part is the worst part of this movie.
yeah, I don't like it.
I mean, I'm happy for Doc.
Yeah,
But it's good for his character and whatever. But it's lame. I like how he does an automatic egg thing.
what happened to the shells?
And a toaster. Oh, they broke.
They broke, but they didn't go into the.
He must have had like some kind of device that like breaks it earlier.
Oh yeah,
And then it slides down.
probably. I'd like an automatic breakfast thing set up for me.
Yeah.
Be
The
cool.
size of a warehouse.
Yeah, I'd live in that. The Doc's shop there. It's pretty cool.
That is a nice gun belt.
It is, yeah.
That's me playing with my Nerf gun in the mirror.
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah, in my PJs.
Yeah. PJs are half naked.
Well, when you're alone, do you Donald Duck it?
I have.
I feel vulnerable. I don't do
Or
that
sometimes
often.
I'll just be in my underwear.
Yeah.
They're all just like, this guy's gonna die.
Yeah.
So
So they're just being really nice to him. Yeah. The grave digger, not the grave digger.
yeah, they're all like, they're being nice to him
mortician.
because either he's gonna die. In that case, they're just being nice to him for that reason, or he's gonna get rid of what's his name, Biff
Bruford.
Bruford. Yeah. Which that would be town would be grateful for that too.
Yeah. I've talked about it before. And this isn't a movie this isn't the kind of movie you should do this to, but like pick it apart. I'm not gonna pick it
Yeah.
apart. Why would there be a picture of a grave that's not finished?
Yeah, it's just because it's representing it's change.
I get
It's
that,
changing, but it's still up in the air. Up in the air.
but there's either a picture or there's not a picture. That's the way I see it. Yes, because that's his foil.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets fired because Flea bets him to like commit fraud.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then he does
Freaking
because he
Flea.
calls him chicken. And whenever someone calls him chicken or yellow or any kind of name, he's like, nobody calls me. Insert
Yeah.
the insult. And then he does it. And then he makes an ass out of himself. I'm surprised we didn't see a Western version of Flea in this.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
That was a missed opportunity.
playing the upright bass or something.
Yeah. So he wants to stay in 1885 now.
Wouldn't that just fuck with the timeline even more?
I don't think he cares
A
anymore.
whole lifetime he would have like of potential times he could screw up the future.
Oh, definitely. A lot of time. I mean,
Yeah. The longer they're in the past, the more chances they have to screw things up.
maybe that's if they, which they should never do, but if they did a fourth one, maybe that's an angle they take. Doc staying back in the 1880s really fucks up the future.
Yeah.
Like hardcore.
So they have to go fix it.
Yeah. And maybe instead of Doc showing up, maybe like Marty takes it upon himself to fix it because like he knows where the time machine is in the timeline.
Yeah.
So like it's 2015 and it like sucks or like whatever. Maybe Doc is like an overlord.
Yeah.
That would really destroy the like universe, like the characters if you took it that route. But I think that could be kind of cool though. He says that here. But as we all know, unless you haven't seen this movie somehow, it's been out for like 30 years.
Yeah, spoilers,
By
the way.
Doc does end up staying back in 1800s.
Yeah, but not for long.
No, but I won't say that yet. Do you know what Snowdown's theme is going to be? Because I know it got canceled because of COVID.
I don't know.
Because it was supposed to be like the Wizards and
like
Witches one.
Witches and Wizards, yeah.
Are they going to stick with that for...
I have no idea.
Well, I hope they do it.
The Witches and Wizards?
Well, just Snowdown in general. I hope they
yeah.
do it this year. I bet they will.
Yeah.
There might have to be like some restrictions in place.
Yeah, but I hope they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do wonder what the theme would be.
And I definitely hope they do the zombie crawl again.
Yeah. For you listening, Snowdown is a like a festival party thing that our town does every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't do it last year, but it's basically just a week-long party.
Yeah.
It's like in February.
And they have a theme, dress up.
Yeah.
You drink.
It's like Halloween Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Because also in our town, Halloween is like a week-long party.
Yeah, and we have like the zombie crawl thing, which other cities have. Since the new Halloween movie is coming out this year, I think I am going to do Michael Myers finally.
Nice.
Find the coveralls, like Dickie's suit or whatever. Just
Yeah.
Mechanic.
Yeah, just some coveralls, yeah.
And I plan on trying. I want to try to get the newer mask from the newer movie, from the reboot or sequel. I think that's my favorite mask so far.
I think it was good. It was well designed.
Because it's still the original like mold and everything, but it's aged. It's like scratched up. It's like decayed.
Yeah,
So it's a little, just got more to it, I think.
definitely.
Oh yeah, we talked over to Spider. You told him he's a time traveler and all that shit. And yeah, you would think he's insane.
Yeah.
And he is insane. But he isn't wrong about that.
Maybe I'll do a slasher for Halloween as well.
I also had another Halloween idea. We would have to
Yeah.
get like a group. We all dress up as a Loki variant.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And that's something we could just like do anything with as long as it's Loki themed.
Yeah, we're all variant.
So you could be like Loki, but he's in bathrobes. Like you could be really lazy with
Like
it.
the dude, but like Loki.
Maybe
he's
just have like the horns or something.
Yeah.
So people know you're Loki.
get a green bathrobe.
Yeah, like green. Yeah.
I was thinking for Halloween doing Peter B. Parker.
Oh, that'd be pretty
from
good.
Spider-Verse. Just, the sweatpants and the green winter jacket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we have to. He waits a long time to
Yeah.
take it though. Oh yeah, it's gotta be whiskey. Shit. We have to hold it. We have to hold it the whole time, just like he does.
Yeah.
He says leave the bottle and all this. He doesn't drink all night. Yeah, Google was a number before it was a search engine, people.
Yes, it was.
He sells barbed wire?
Yeah,
Is that his thing?
barbed wire was like a somewhat newer thing back then,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
and it spread really quickly.
good.
It was very popular.
I like his poncho.
Ponchos are very comfy.
Yeah.
I used to have a poncho, but I lost it when I moved.
Uh
Yeah.
That's another thing disappointing about Red Dead 2. You have no ponchos.
Yeah, and online they have ponchos, but they're stupid
But no one,
looking.
I don't want to play online.
Yeah,
And yeah, they're stupid looking.
he just spent all night holding the shot
Just
glass.
telling the stories. Yeah, for fun.
They're having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
I know they've been there all night and morning too, listening to him. I mean, what else do they have to do? He likes to hold it.
just likes to hold it.
He's just been standing there. Wonder what Dustin would think if I just ordered a shot and just held it all night. Like, never took it. I mean, I'm still paying for it. Okay, here we go. Ow. That was almost me because that was, I'm not gonna lie. That's not my favorite.
I don't
Thing.
do shots anymore.
That was $42. I mean, I
Yeah.
bet it's good if you make old fashions and stuff. But
It's
taking a whole straight shot of that,
It's good.
that is strong.
This is a good bourbon. This is Basil Hayden's.
Yeah, well, it hit me like a fire truck.
This is a good one.
Maybe I'm just not that big of a fan of bourbon.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I drink rum more often these days.
No, it's good, but it's still taking a shot of bourbon. I don't care
wake-
what kind it is.
The wake up juice.
Oh yeah, didn't you say a guy made this on YouTube or something?
Yeah, the YouTube channel How to Drink is I some of the cocktail recipes I've learned I get from that channel. And he did an episode on Back to the Future where he made wake up juice. I think he just made it like how he thinks it's made, and then he made like a cocktail version of it.
Like a palpable version.
Like tried to actually turn it into a cocktail.
Oh God. It was like coffee, Tabasco.
Yeah, it's like a Bloody Mary mix
Yeah.
with like coffee in it.
It was just a reflex. But yeah, this one's fun. The Old West setting's fun, but it's just so disconnected from the first two.
Just makes all it does is makes me want to go play Red Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No, it's always a good thing. That
If something makes me want to play that game, then good, but just stop. Here lies Clint Eastwood.
without shooting.
Tom Wilson, he had one of the best parts in this series.
Yeah, he had a good range.
Because, yeah, he gets to be like really different characters. 50s bully Biff, old Biff, Trump Biff, and then Old West Biff.
Yeah. You have to remind him what number he's on.
Yeah. It's a lot of build up here. Asshole.
One shot of
Yeah,
whiskey.
it's in the back. Yeah, knocked out from one shot of whiskey. Yeah. Oh, he does the good, bad, and ugly bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, the bulletproof vest.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, cast iron. It would hurt a lot,
Yeah,
but it would work.
yeah, cast iron could stop some bullets. Yeah.
Well, isn't that just convenient? You sit right behind her.
They're probably like, "Who's Marty? Why,
Oh yeah, he
Why are
said
you-
Marty.
why are you yelling about this Marty guy?"
Yeah, because they all know him as Clint Eastwood. Your laptop's charging now, right?
Yes, it is.
Because it wasn't charging last time, right?
Yeah, last time we got really lucky. I thought my laptop was charging, but it wasn't.
It could have died at any point.
Yeah, the cord had come undone.
Stops the whole train for this shit.
Trains don't do that.
They didn't have that, did they?
You
The
can't stop
emergency
a
thing?
train like a bus.
Yeah. I'm going to have to do some research on that.
About to just execute this guy.
Okay. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, passenger applied brakes. Well, that's new trains.
Yeah, like old steam engines and shit. He's like bowing to everyone like that. Shooting an unarmed man was impressive.
So that was a good bit. Oh yeah, he
Breaks
yeah.
his hand on the cast iron.
Well, from what I researched, they did exist, but most commonly you would just wave a red flag
Okay, I
outside the window so the engineer could see it.
I see. Huh.
But they say it's actually really bad to pull that cord. Oh, he knocks him out here. And the manure.
Manure.
It's always manure. And it's the same manure company if you pay attention.
I love that. They're just all the guys, people standing around like that was good.
Yeah. He's going to jail and they all run off. Get him out of that shit. Ew, it was in his mouth. Every Biff ends up saying that.
I hate manure. Yeah, hold on to that. Sell it in the future.
Oh yeah, you make a good buck off of that.
Yeah.
Oh, but he gives it his great grandpa or whatever, which is nice. Defend himself. He says trade it for a new hat. I mean, he does have a shotgun. I mean,
yeah, he doesn't need a pistol. Bunch of
that does look like batteries or something.
they're
Doesn't it?
shells.
Oh no, they're shells.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say that.
I thought
too.
it was batteries at first.
Had to do
Like,
a double take.
why would they have a bunch of batteries like that?
That's where they hijack a train.
This is the best bit in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Some pretty decent stunt work in this movie.
Yeah, I like some of the stunts I've been seeing throughout the movie. See, if you're a cool cowboy, you've got to have a poncho or a big trench coat or something. So as you're running across the top of a train, it flows behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very important.
Yeah, so it's like a cape.
Yeah. Old West superheroes.
Yeah. I mean that's essentially what like romanticized.
Why do
like,
they need the masks on?
Yeah, it's not like they're ever gonna see him again.
Yeah.
It's just for the fun of it, I guess. I don't know. They get to rob a train. Also, a couple days ago, they asked that same engineer, could you take this train to 90?
Yeah, now they're robbing him.
Yeah, and it's obviously the same guys. They did not need the mask. And yeah, I do believe you could take it that fast if you had no freight.
Yeah, potentially. I don't know actually how fast steam engines can go.
Holy shit.
What?
The fastest steam locomotive was the A4 Mallard 462 and could reach 125 or 126 miles per hour,
Oh wow.
according to the 1997 Guinness Book of World Records.
Pretty good.
The French TGV had the highest average speed from one station to the next at 157 miles per hour. Oh, here's someone asked the same question in 1885. Yeah, this guy's asking in Back to the Future 3 to take locomotive 88 miles per hour. In 1893, the modified New York Central 999 pulled an express train at 102 miles per hour. So it's definitely possible.
Yeah, definitely possible. Those are big machines.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, if you get hot enough, Now, was that particular locomotive built to be that fast?
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know about that, but it was possible. So I'll give the movie credit there.
Marty's like, you didn't mention this before? He's like, thought I heard something just there.
Yeah. Oh, I like how it's the green smoke. Now it's got the yellow smoke for every color.
Yeah.
That's cool. There's good attention to detail there.
Imagine if he had gotten in the time machine and then she just died.
Right. Like you just didn't hear her. Maybe all we need to do to time travel is just strap a DeLorean on the front of the Durango Silverton train and hijack it.
You're saying we should hijack the Durango Silverton train?
Yeah. And acquire a DeLorean.
Yeah. He's like, holy shit.
Everything was about to run fairly smoothly until she showed up. I do want to say that.
Yeah.
That's the point of no return, right? Or almost. He's basically like, you're going to time travel now.
You're going to go to the 80s.
Imagine there's a version
where... Or in the 80s.
In the 1880s. Yeah. Imagine there's a version of this where she just joins them, goes to the 1980s, and just loses her mind. She goes insane. I mean, you probably would, honestly.
He's yelling into the walkie-talkie. Doc's not holding his walkie-talkie.
No. Is that just they forgot when they were filming, or did Marty forget in universe?
I don't know.
I like to think Marty just forgot that. Oh shit. So they just took the rubber off the tires?
Looks like it.
I mean, just took the tires off?
Yeah.
And the rims just perfectly fit, I guess?
Maybe they made custom rims.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I guess they could have rigged the rims from like a train parts or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they still have the hoverboard. Oh shit. Okay.
Skills.
That's skills. For one, because the straps never worked the first time.
No. Straps don't do that.
No. But I guess it's future technology, so straps just work. Maybe Todd Howard helped develop it. It just works.
It just works.
Yeah. See those mountains?
I was about to make that same joke.
Oh shit.
She sees this and is like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You weren't lying.
Also, it's good that the train also didn't travel into the future, because that would cause problems.
Would cause some problems, yeah.
Yeah.
Wildfire, though.
Oh, yeah. They started wildfire for sure.
Yeah. It's not a good Western without some big explosions.
Yeah, of course.
Because that makes sense for the Old West to have giant explosions.
Giant explosions.
All the time.
That would be a big explosion.
That would probably.
A steam engine plummeting off a cliff. Now it's the Eastwood Ravine, because everyone thought he died, I guess.
That's pretty good. They're all like, what the?
A DeLorean,
DeLorean on the tracks.
Oh, shit.
Here comes another train.
That was a really close call.
It's very convenient, though, because his instructions were to destroy the time machine anyway.
Yeah, that's true, and it immediately got destroyed.
Yeah. So now he doesn't have to figure out how to destroy it.
That doesn't really matter in the long run. Because...
fucking Doc.
Yeah, you'll see.
Can't help himself.
No, he always has to potentially universe-ending time machine. But yeah, a train would absolutely go right through that shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much anything you put in front of a
DeLoreans
train.
were not very well made.
Well, anything really you put in front of a train, it's gone.
Yeah.
I guess he could argue he got back from a costume party.
Yeah.
Because it is like around Halloween time, actually. Oh, yeah. Biff.
Sisters.
Yeah. You could, ha ha ha. Yeah, everything's back to normal, seemingly.
She's sleeping, dude.
Yeah, that's
Like-
a little weird. This one has some of the most awkward moments I've noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're definitely not going to get together after saying that. Yes. A flea.
Fucking flea.
Fucking hair. Listening to Huey Lewis. So you think he's going to do it.
But he learned his lesson.
Yeah. I don't get why he had to go in reverse, though. Because that's potentially dangerous, too.
Yeah.
I guess there was no one behind him, obviously, but, like...
What if there's a car behind him? He would have just totaled someone with that
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah, you would have hit that Rolls Royce. Oh, now he's not fired anymore.
She's starting to get it now.
Yeah, yeah. Also, you could explore the potential, like, of some government a-holes or something finding all this and, like, reverse engineering it.
Yeah.
Because with enough time and know-how, you could potentially make another time machine out of those parts
Possibly,
by
yeah.
figuring out
Yeah.
how they all work and everything. But who needs to do that when... That's pretty cool that it
Like senses.
already changes things in the future before it shows up. Time train.
Time train. It is a cool looking train.
No, it's really
Very
cool.
steampunk looking. It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
it's very steampunk.
Lazy. Jules and Vern.
Oh, Jules Verne.
Yeah. Lazy.
That's it's pretty. So in like if you read like the non-canon stuff or like the extended stuff, apparently he invented that in the 1890s.
Yeah, so he was hanging out there for like 15 years.
But it's just pretty inconceivable that he invented a time machine out of that.
Yeah, it's.
But then again, I feel like it's just bound that Doc always ends up inventing a time machine.
He's an inevitable part of the universe.
You know, exactly, yeah.
But not in the same way that like Biff and Marty are.
No, he's not a.
Where they're reincarnated like Link and Zelda and Ganon.
No, Doc is just Doc.
Doc is like, the Doctor or Rick.
Yeah, exactly.
He always is.
He is, yeah. So here they go. Oh, your future's not set. Blah blah blah. We talked over that. Well, the future's infinite, Doc. You know that.
Yeah. 2015 isn't the only part of the future you could go
That's
to.
lame. 2015 was lame, okay?
Now that's ridiculous that he was...
And that it flies.
I mean...
Well, you could... Okay.
Maybe he went to the future.
He went to the future, got the flying technology on it. Or he didn't even have to do that. He reverse engineered the hoverboard.
Possibly, yeah.
Because he did have that. And there it is.
There we go.
The end, finally.
Part 3. We finished all 3 movies.
No, it was a fun ride. Good times. Watching Back to the Future.
Only took us however long that it took for these episodes to come out. We're not sure yet.
Time travel.
Time travel. I see this as a big win.
Yeah, as Smart Hulk says. Yeah. I love that bit. But yeah, there it is. We will see you next week. We really have no idea what we're going to do next week because this is coming out
At some
way
point
ahead of time in the future.
future.
Whoa. It's off. I hate ourselves. I hate us.
No,
I hate us.
I don't hate us.
You like embracing the cheese?
Embrace the cheese.
Embrace the cheese.
Always embrace the cheese.
Always embrace the cheese, people. We'll see you next week.
All right, let's
And
roll
that's a wrap.
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The Odd Drunk Podcast recommends that you follow their Instagram and join their Facebook group for more fun content. To view all of our current available streaming and social media platforms, visit our Linktree in the description below. If you enjoy the show, it would be appreciated if you leave us a rating or a review on Apple Podcasts. Okay, Colton, you can roll the outro now.